Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. In today's educational trading video, you guys are going to learn all about an easy crypto trading strategy for beginners that utilizes the RSI indicator. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, if you are interested in trading and would like to check out the same exchange that I've been using for the last 4 years, feel free to go ahead and check out MEXC with the link in the video description below this video. I personally love this exchange for one big reason. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a gigantic altcoin nerd, and I love being able to buy all kinds of different small cap altcoins, and MEXC usually has all of them. In fact, they've literally got over 1,500 different altcoins, and they're always adding new ones on a regular basis. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I love MEXC. But if you're from the United States, you're probably not going to be able to use it because they are restricting US users like many other crypto exchanges. The only reason I'm able to still use it is because I signed up 4 years ago, way before these restrictions took place. So, all right, guys. As most of us know, hold on, let me get over to CoinMarketCap real quick. As most of you guys know, trading crypto can literally be both extremely profitable and extremely horrific at the same time for both, for beginners. So to navigate these volatile markets successfully, many traders typically turn to technical analysis tools. And one of these tools that they use or like to use in the background is the RSI indicator, or relative strength index. But for those of you who are new to crypto trading and might be watching this, the RSI is basically a momentum indicator that pretty much measures the speed and change of price movements, and it oscillates between the levels of 0 and 100 and is typically used to identify overbought and oversold conditions as well. So I'm going to be talking about some different ways that you guys can use the RSI indicator super easily so that you can incorporate it into your own trading strategy if you want to try it. And I'll also show examples as well, okay? So let me get over to my chart real quick. We're just for the examples I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to do the examples on just a basic 1 hour Bitcoin chart, all right? So hold on, let me go ahead and close out of my MACD here and get my RSI back. So we'll go to RSI, Relative Strength Index, and there we go. We got the RSI in here. All right, guys. So the first way that you can use the RSI and utilize it a great way is by identifying potential trend reversals, okay? And you can do this by looking for divergence between the RSI and the price chart, okay? If the price is making new highs, but the RSI is not, it could signal that the trend is weakening, and the same goes for the opposite direction as well. If the price is making new lows, but the RSI is not, it may indicate a potential upward reversal, okay? So as you guys can clearly see here, we've got a perfect, what am I trying to say here? We've got a perfect example right in here, guys. We went straight down, all the way down, and ended up shooting right back up, all right? And we ended up shooting up pretty decently high there, all the way back up to the 70 level. I mean, if you were to have traded that in the futures market, you would have, if you got in at the bottom or near the bottom, you would have made roughly 6.4%, or with 10x leverage, that would have been roughly about 60% within the span of like, let's see here, a day, like 24 candles, 24 hourly candles. So that's pretty good in my opinion, to be honest with you, all right? Now, another way that you can use the RSI is to identify overbought and oversold conditions, okay? Basically, if the RSI is at or above the 70 level, if you're looking at my chart right here, the 70 level would be this top dashed line up here, okay? That would be the 70 level, all right? It could mean that the price action is currently overbought, and if it's at or below the 30 level, which is the way bottom one, it could mean that price action is oversold. But the thing you want to be careful of, though, you have to be careful of this, because when an asset is in extremely bullish or extremely bearish trends, the RSI will stay oversold or overbought for extended periods of time, okay? Let me show you an example of this, all right? Here's a perfect example. We were way overbought right in here, and you can clearly see it on the RSI too, all right? We're way overbought, and a lot of beginners, they might be thinking right in here, they may be thinking, okay, well, it's overbought, so that means it's going to start reversing and it's going to start going down, and I should enter a short position instead of a long position. But realistically, because the trend was extremely strong right there and momentum was extremely strong right there, it ended up continuing to go higher and higher and higher, and it ended up staying in that overbought territory for, let's see here, January 1st all the way to January 2nd for an entire full day, for an entire 24 candles, all right? So that is what I'm talking about as far as you really got to watch yourself, and you really got to be confirming your biases and trading with other indicators and stuff like that, not just one indicator, okay? Because realistically, if you would have ended up going short right there, you probably would have lost money because it ended up taking off again a couple hours later, all right? But it's not always like that, okay? But another thing that you guys can do is make trend lines using the RSI as well, okay? Now, here's the thing with trend lines, okay? Breakouts or breakdowns of these trend lines can signal potential trend reversals as well. So trend lines can be extremely useful with using the RSI as well. I've even used them from time to time myself also. So like, let's see here real quick, all right? Let me just do an example here. So before this big mound was created, all right, if I would have created a trend line from the top here all the way to the bottom right here, what I would have been looking for is I would have been looking for a breakout. Come on, get out of the way, stupid buttons. I would have been looking for a breakout right above this trend line, and that's going to tell me that, okay, we're about to start being bullish again. And look what happened, you guys. You can see in the price action right in there at that specific given time, we ended up going upwards, all right? And that's kind of what I'm talking about here, all right? As far as using trend lines on the RSI as well, to be able to identify, which direction, and find potential reversals, okay? Let me see if I can find another example for when it's going down rather than up, all right? Let me go ahead and delete this. Let's go ahead and find another example. Oop, I got to delete those too. Sorry, I like a clean chart. Let's see here. Where's another good example? So, I guess here would be... Oh, wait. This might be a good example. Yeah, this is going to be a good example. Okay, so as you guys can clearly see here, we've got a giant uptrend all through here, right? Now, if we go ahead and create a uptrend line here on all of the peaks of the RSI levels, you can clearly see that price ended up not... Oops, sorry, let me go to this one, not that next one. Well, I have to. So, as you guys can clearly see, that's the highest I can go, sorry. But as you guys can clearly see, I've connected all the peaks in this uptrend on the RSI. But as you can see, as momentum started to drop more and more, you can clearly see that this next peak right here, the third peak, it did not end up reaching the trend line. Therefore, that's going to tell us that, okay, well, momentum is starting to shift. Therefore, price might end up starting to go down, all right? And that's exactly what happened. I mean, you can clearly see it here. I mean, that's a downslope right there. I mean, yeah, it's not much, but it's still a downslope, and we did still end up going down. I mean, if you were to end up trading that, I mean, you still would have made some pretty decent money right there. I mean, that's 3.2% with 10x leverage. That's a solid 30% profit right there. All right. So that's what I'm talking about as using trend lines as far as being able to identify potential reversals, okay? You can find a whole lot of stuff out just by doing these basic things with drawing lines on charts and stuff like that. I mean, you really can. They really help you to be able to confirm your overall bias on which direction you think the market is going to go in certain conditions and everything. So they're very, very, very useful, guys. Now, lastly, the last thing that you can and honestly should do is use the RSI in conjunction with price action itself, okay? Now, how can you do this? You want to look for confirmation from the candles themselves, because every candle tells a story, and you can also use your support and resistance levels or other indicators as well to help you make your trading decisions. So for this specific example, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my Bollinger Bands, because I use Bollinger Bands all the time, to show you this example, okay? So as you guys can clearly see right here, price action was very, very low, all right? Price action was very low. We were pretty much in oversold territory, and we were due for a potential reversal. And you can see it on the Bollinger Bands also. This is the confirmation I'm talking about. You get the confirmation from looking at other indicators also to see if the same type of confirmation happened as well, all right? So right at this peak, which would have been right in here, you can clearly see that's where our bottom was for that specific range right there, okay? And after that happened, I mean, geez, guys, we ended up taking off. And if you were to end up trading that based on those based on that information alone, with 10x leverage, you would have made roughly around 80 to 90% profits right there, which is a lot of profit. So that is overall what I am talking about as far as being able to use all these different types of indicators to your advantage to be able to confirm your biases and just be an overall better trader, okay? But overall here though, you guys, the RSI indicator is definitely a very powerful tool for trading the crypto market, as it provides insights into market momentum and potential trend reversals. However, like any technical analysis tool, it's definitely not guaranteed, okay? And nobody wins every single trade, and that's the thing that you definitely have to keep in mind, all right? Successful trading requires a combination of technical analysis, risk management, and I'm talking about very good risk management, and a deep understanding of market dynamics as well, okay? But by integrating the RSI indicator into your trading strategy and adhering to best practices, you can literally enhance your ability to make very good decisions while trading. But one thing to remember though, practice and experience are absolutely big key components of becoming a good trader. So you want to be able to start small, you want to refine your strategy, and you want to continuously learn from your own experiences in the market as well, you guys, okay? Now, if any of you guys got any questions about anything that I mentioned in this video, or anything that's related to altcoins or trading or anything like that, feel free to go ahead and reach out to me in my free community Discord server, which you can find a link to in the description below this video. But overall here, you guys, other than that, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But before you guys leave, if you haven't already and you would like to, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to my underrated channel, so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey guys, with that said, thanks for watching.